Looks like we're live. Hello, everybody. Danny here, checking in from my home office here in Florida. And today, I have a cool interview to bring to you. Hello, Asmar. Hello, Christoph. Thanks for joining, guys. So today, I have a cool interview to bring you guys. And let's see. I am trying to invite my guest, who's Justice Eagan. We're trying to figure things out right now as we are figuring out some updates here with Facebook and Facebook Live. Hey, Justice, how's it going? So you're watching me now. You should be able to receive an invitation. Yeah, it says that I can't invite you right now, Justice. So let's try doing it on mobile. I am on mobile right now, and it doesn't matter if you have to put your phone someplace, so you don't have to hold it, for a few minutes. Want to try that real quick? Asmar, Casey, Christoph, let us try going on. Wants to join your broadcast. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, so you did it. Awesome. Let's see, Justice, add as a guest. Yep, that'll. Awesome. Love technology, love what we can do with it. I no longer get frustrated with technology because it's just been such a blessing that you can't really get mad at technology. You just got to keep up to date with all the updates and the gizmos out there. So I just invited my friend, Justice Eagan, to share with us a little bit about his story and about an event that's going to take place. Actually starts today, so we're going to share a little bit on how you can get to that event. Hello, Jason. How's it going? Andrea, how are you? Thanks for joining. So just waiting a few seconds to my friend.
Hello, Jason. How's it going? Andrea,
Woo!
how are you?
Go. What's going
Thanks
on,
for joining. So
how you doing?
A few seconds to my
Doing
friend.
great, man.
Jason,
Thanks for
how's it
joining.
going?
Oh,
Andrea.
let me shut down.
So
There we go. That should eliminate the feedback. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. How
Awesome.
are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Awesome. Where are you joining us from right now?
I'm actually at my father's house at the moment. Just sold my condo in New Jersey, so I'm here for about about a month and a half before I move to Austin, Texas.
Oh, you're going to Austin. How cool is that,
I
man?
am.
Yeah, well, I actually grew up in New York City. I moved to northern Florida. And when I went to Austin a few times, I'm like, man, I can see myself living here. I miss the fast-paced environment and, the commotion of a big city and a progressive city like Austin. Hello, Mom. My mom, she just joined. So real quick, guys, for everybody who's watching, this is my friend Justice Eagan. Justice has been a leader within the community that I belong to, my Lead System Pro, MLSP. And when I got exposed to this community, I kept watching a lot of videos of people who, like Justice, had a lot of success generating a good lifestyle online. And when I saw Justice's video, I must say I was a little skeptic. I grew up in New York. I don't buy things, that quickly. And when I saw Justice's video, I got a little bit, I guess, cautious. But I dug in a little bit about this system, about this community. And I got to actually meet Justice last year in Austin, Texas. I lived in Dream 7. And after he spoke in a panel of coaches, I grabbed him to the side and I said, Justice, I got to ask you a few things. And I really got to know not only Justice's heart, but a lot of the community leaders in this group who are really having their best interest in helping us grow our audience online and generate, traffic to our sites and to our offers so that we can also have that successful lifestyle of freedom. So real quick, Justice, why don't you fill us in a little bit about what you used to do before attraction marketing, before getting in the internet, and just take it from there.
For sure. Yeah. And I appreciate you taking, reaching out and asking me to come on today. I remember our time spent at Live the Dream out in Austin, and I like watching what you're up to. So happy to be out here. You know, I mean, for me, I was a waiter when I found the home business industry. You know, somebody handed me a business card, the gear started turning. I was that person that was looking for something different. You know, it's like just kind of right place, right time. And, you know, I got into network marketing. I struggled with it, I recruited one person in my first 6 months, turned to the internet because I said, I've got to make this work, right? I had a back injury. I was completely out of money. And you know, 6 months deep, having not made a dollar. And I just said, you're either doing this or you're not doing it. And I had seen some people in my company that were leveraging the internet to grow the business. And I said, I've got to go look at what they're doing. And, you know, I jumped into a trial of a system and then, you know, jumped on a webinar or two, watched videos, the kind of stuff that everybody sees out there, you know, the kind of training people regularly come across online. And it just kind of opened my mind to what was possible. And I decided at that point it was time to jump. And, you know, I really went for it. I dove in. I knew nothing about computers. No, I was not technologically savvy. I think it'd be a stretch to say I even am today. But, you know, I made the commitment. And after grinding it out for several more months, I started to see a trickle of results, and things started to get moving. And then, yeah, I want to say it was about 5 years ago, I think. About 5 years ago, I quit that waiter job, went full-time. Now I've got a multiple six-figure business. And yeah, I mean, it's all thanks to what I learned about attraction marketing.
Very cool. Now, let's just imagine that the attraction marketing and the MLSP community was taken away. You did not adopt the philosophy of providing value to an audience that is hungry for what you have to offer. Do you think that you would have the same results as quickly as anyone?
No, that's a loaded question, right? I mean, there's just no way. Yeah, I've fallen in love with internet marketing. It's become my life. It's become my passion. It's become what I do to create an income. And you know, it's given me a life I didn't think was possible. So no, I mean, none of that would have happened had I not kind of developed those skills or learned how to attract an audience online. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. I don't care who's doing business, what you're doing business with. It doesn't matter what your product is, your service, your opportunity. If you don't understand at this point that the main goal here, the biggest asset, the biggest value to you is attention, right? People seeing you, eyeballs on you, connection with you, opportunity for you to expose somebody in some capacity to product, service, or opportunity. And if you recognize that people's attention is in their phone or on their computer, I mean, literally look around, you know, go to a coffee shop, look at the dinner table, you know, everybody's attention is in their device.
Yeah.
And so if you want to do business in today's world, that is where the most opportunity lies. It's undeniable.
Absolutely. I totally agree. You know, everywhere we go, we see people on their computer, on their screens, even as they're crossing the street, which is I don't know how they do it, but tell us a little bit about, and I asked another one of the leaders in the community, Mark Harbert, yesterday. I want to get your take on this, because there are a lot of people on the internet, of course, paying attention and seeing people winning at the internet, but there's a lot of hype and a lot of fluff out there. Would you be able to briefly tell us a little bit of the difference between attraction marketing and the hype and the fluff that's going on right now on the internet?
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, you can't, your efforts in marketing can't come from a place of how do I get them or how do I make that sale? You know, I always say people join a business to solve a problem they have, right? It's not just money. It's not just whatever. You know, people start a home business because they see it as a vehicle to solve a problem they have, an emotional problem, right? Something they want to change in their life. And then they go out and sell it. So they join, they buy to solve their problem, and then they turn around and they sell to solve their problem, right? Like it's about them, but on both sides of the equation are about them. You know, it was them, about them when they purchased, and now it's about them when they're selling. Doesn't work like that. See, if it was about you when you purchased, it's got to be about the other person when you're selling, right? And when you're out there hyping things up and spamming Facebook groups and doing all this different stuff, all you're really doing is throwing these desperate Hail Marys to try and get a sale for yourself. It's not about what happens for the other person. You know, most people that are in there spamming groups and all this different stuff, they don't even know if what they're saying is true. They don't even know if it works. They don't even know, you know, they go in there, 6 figures this, just click this button and make money. And it's not even happening for them, right? So when you flip the script and you start to actually sit down and say, okay, who's the ideal person I want to work with? What are some of the challenges they're facing? And even if they're the same challenges I'm facing, if I go out there and just solve them a little bit, right? If I go out and solve that problem just a tiny bit, I can turn around and now be of value to the other person, right? And when we start to do that, when we start to just kind of document our journey of growth in whatever industry you're in, and you document it online, what happens is your growth becomes a magnet for people who want to know what you know. Okay, you only need to be one step ahead of the ideal prospect, right? Mm-hmm. And so when you do that, you will start to legitimately attract an audience that knows you, that likes you, that trusts you. I know that's very cliche, but it's very true. Sure. You'll attract an audience that way, and that is fundamentally different than pursuing a sale. You know, than just being out there hyping things up, you know, spamming links in different places. And it's so, the saddest part is hype attracts the lowest caliber of prospect. Not that they're bad people, anything like that, but you know, believe it or not, people buying the hypey messages to prove they don't work. You know, like, because people are in a cycle of failure, and you know, it just validates this idea that nothing works, right? That it's, you know, it's not them, you know, people sold them on this. The moment you start becoming prospect first, the moment you turn that around is the moment things can start changing in your business.
Thanks for sharing. And just want to welcome Terry to the broadcast. Hey, Terry.
My man. Oh, there goes the rest of the audience.
Techie Anthony.
What's up, Terry? How you doing, bud?
And my friend Brett in New York. Quick thing, Justice. Hey guys, if you have any questions, just type it before we let Justice go.
Sup.
So you're part of 47 leaders that are going to be speaking starting today on live interviews for the first ever Attraction Marketing Virtual Summit. And I'm so excited because today's the first day, and who do I see on the lineup for the first day? I see Justice Eagan.
Am I on today? Is today my day? Cool.
Today's your day.
Cool. I got to check it out. Awesome. Awesome guy.
Yeah, you're there with Diane and 2 other leaders. I'm so excited. I haven't clicked on it yet, but guys, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching live, you have access to the first ever Attraction Marketing Virtual Summit with Justice and 47 other leaders, not only from MLSP, but from people who have started their internet careers at MLSP, who have gone on and built other systems, who are now CEOs of other companies, who have just built outrageous stories.
Yeah, I mean, some of the people on there are not even MLSP grads, so to speak. You know, a lot of them are just successful entrepreneurs, and you know, it's so interesting, guys. You don't know where the breakthrough nugget's going to come from, right? I can't tell you what I didn't predict the catalyst in my business, right? It wasn't like, oh, you know, tomorrow when I talk to this person, they're gonna give me that one piece of information that turns everything in a direction that, you know, where I see incredible growth. What happened was I consistently absorbed from people who had what I wanted. I got myself around as many people as I could that had what I wanted. And then when I didn't realize it was going to happen, something came to me that was, you know, really incredible. So, I mean, that's the opportunity in this summit, right? It's like you can absorb from over 40 different incredible entrepreneurs. I don't know which one's going to say something that could change your life, but somebody is.
Yeah.
Right?
That's absolutely right. You know, I think I've made the mistake in the past to, I guess, prejudge people and say, well, I don't know if this girl, this gal, or this couple have any value to give me. And I just skeptically would press play or would, you know, hear them speak, and I would be like, whoa, I like what they said, you know, like, you know, I've made that mistake. I hope you guys don't make that mistake, because all of these people are going to say something that worked for them. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it's your interest is somewhere else. But for the next 10 days, starting today, you have access to this for free. Now, we've invested thousands of hours, thousands of dollars. We've traveled, you know, across the country to put ourselves in front of these leaders. Now you have access to these leaders getting in front of you wherever you are, in your mobile device or your computer.
Is there a link around? Is there a link around that people can click to get?
There is a link around. Yes, you guys can go to DannyMonzon.com/AMS, and I will post this video, DannyMonzon.com/AMS. That'll redirect you to where you can have access to unlock the free admission to this 10-day event. How's that like a Christmas gift for you guys? I mean, you can't get any better than that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, listen, I'm going to be, when I have time, I'm going to be in there listening to the interviews as well. You know, and then if you want to keep the interviews permanently, they've put together a really, really, really amazing offer that it's approachable for anybody. The value is insane. I looked at it. I said to Brian the other day, I'm like, man, you guys made this. This is an incredible offer you put together.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited and honored to be part of it.
Yes, and thanks for joining, Justice. I know you're in the middle of moving and you had to, you know, unpack some stuff and so on. You're spending time with family. Real quick before we let you go, any predictions for social media marketing in 2018? Any updates that you've heard about that you're excited about?
Well, I mean, just what we're talking about, you know, from a standpoint of how you position yourself in the marketplace. Like, the marketplace gets smarter and smarter and smarter, and these platforms get noisier and noisier and noisier. So if you don't learn how to be of legitimate service to a marketplace and stand out in a positive way, right, then social media can swallow you up. Now, that said, the developments and the tools and things like Facebook advertising and now these new messenger bots and all the things that come along become, they're so much more capable of helping you expand a business more quickly than ever, right? And so it's like you've got this choice to make. There's more opportunity than ever before with the tools and the platforms, and I mean, you could grow a business faster than, I believe, faster than ever, okay? But on the flip side, you've got to be better than you had to be a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's an interesting scenario. And I think that those who come into the marketplace with the right intention, those who position themselves properly, those who learn how to truly market themselves, have everything to gain.
I could have said it better. You know, companies come and go. Brand yourself. You know, because wherever you go, guess what? There you are.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you. I look forward to your interview. I'm about to watch it right after this broadcast.
Awesome. And yeah, guys, go to what's the website again?
Yes, the website is the link is DannyMonzon.com/AMS. I will post that.
Well, maybe we could drop that in the comment thread. Yeah, let's
do it.
Let's get some people over to the interviews. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you having me out, and you keep rocking what you're doing. I see you out there creating content. I see you out there pushing. It's been fun to watch since I met you at Live the Dream. Keep rocking it.
Thanks, man.
Cool.
Thanks for paving the way for us. And when you're ready to serve the audience in Spanish, let me know. Let's team up.
You got it. Have an awesome day.
Thanks, man. You too.